There is a specific, rhythmic cadence to the modern wanderer. It is not the thud of boots on soil or the crunch of gravel beneath a heel, but the silent, frictionless glide of a thumb against glass. We call it scrolling. We call it browsing. We call it checking in. But for those of us who spend our lives navigating the luminous currents of the digital sea, it often feels more like an afternoon walk through a dreamscape of fractured moments. Have you ever been in the middle of a frantic, aimless scroll, the kind where your eyes are moving but your mind is nowhere, and suddenly you hit a snag, a digital stumble? You stop. Perhaps it is a photo of a sunset over a beach, where the fire of the sky meets the dark, hungry tide. It is a beautiful image, technically perfect, yet it carries a certain strangeness. It is a captured ghost of a moment that happened somewhere else at some other time, and now it sits in your palm, demanding a piece of your soul. You feel the warmth of the orange light, even though your room is dim and the air is cool. This is the first paradox of the digital wanderer. We feel the most real emotions through the most artificial mediums. Then you stumble again, a garden path dappled in light winding through greenery that looks too lush to be real. In that moment, your eyes take an afternoon walk across the display. You aren't just looking at a picture, you are experiencing a sudden, unbidden sense of peace. You are distracted, yes. You are clumsy in your attention, catching on the thorns of a sudden thought or the bloom of a sudden memory. But in that distraction, there is a peculiar kind of grace. We live in an age that prizes the curated, the seamless, and the precise. We strive to present a version of ourselves that has no weeds, no shadows, and no stumbling blocks. We attempt to fit into the digital architecture, smoothing out our edges until we are as frictionless as the glass we touch. But there is a profound cost to this seamlessness. When we focus entirely on fitting in, we lose the beauty of the clumsy. To fit in is to be predictable. To fit in is to be part of the algorithm, a predictable data point in a sea of similar points. But the most beautiful things, the most human things, are the stumbles. It is the moment we admit we are distracted. It is the moment we admit we are lost in a digital garden, searching for a sense of belonging that, like, can never quite provide. True belonging does not happen when we match the pattern perfectly. It happens when we find others who are also stumbling. It is found in the shared recognition of the sunset, the shared awe of the garden, and the shared vulnerability of admitting that we are all just wandering, trying to find a way to be seen in all our beautiful, messy, uncurated complexity. So the next time you find yourself wandering through the glass, do not fear the stumble. Do not apologize for the distraction. It is in those unplanned pauses, in those unplanned walks through the pixels, that we finally find the space to truly arrive.